on my side too.
Okay,
We're
perfect.
good.
I wanted to make sure I didn't screw you guys up on this. So all good. Perfect.
That's awesome.
Well,
All right, sounds good. Get going and yell if you need me. I'll be here.
perfect. Sounds great. Thanks so much for having me today, guys. I appreciate it. My name is Cameron Rock with the Barry Rock Homes. So quickly, I just kind of like to go over a little bit about background of our company, how best to use this, and kind of open it up for Q&A for you guys. I tend to find that I think Q&A does the best job of explaining everything. So I'm just kind of taking it from the top. Myself, my business partner, we founded Barry Rock Homes about 6 years ago now. And so we operate in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Kansas City, and then we're launching a St. Louis market right now as well. We've done a little over $100 million of transactions in this space, and we currently have about $80 million of clients on the books right now, kind of filling the gap for them between now and mortgage eligibility. So Barry Rock Homes, I really like to describe us kind of as a home buying solution for our clients and realtor partners to fill the gap between now and mortgage eligibility. So I'm sure you guys have had a lot of encounters in the past and have been a part of many transactions. When you're working with a client and they can't quite qualify for a mortgage now, what we allow you guys to do as realtor partners is refer that client over to Barry Rock Homes, our company. And then once they get approved with us, we will allow them to work with you as the realtor to go pick out the house that they want. We then buy the home for the client and lease it to them until they can qualify for the mortgage and buy the home from us. So, like I said, the simplest way to kind of think about us is kind of filling that gap between now and home ownership for the client. I tell all of our clients, you want to use Barry Rock Homes as long as you need us. You want to be very aggressive and go get your mortgage as quickly as possible, but we'll fill that gap for your clients as short or long as they need us. So whether that's 30 days or 3 or 4 years, we'll just lease the home to the client until they can step into the home ownership position with their loan product. So it's pretty simple. A couple kind of key factors about our company, and we can kind of go through some of the stuff on our website in just a moment. But we do require 7% down from the client. And think of that 7% really as earnest money for their future purchase in realtor terms. So when the client fixes their situation that's keeping them from qualifying, the 7% that they give us up front will transition to be their down payment for their loan products. Like I said, earnest money for the future purchase. And then when the client buys the house back from us, they'll buy it for a slight markup. It's a sliding scale depending upon time. Between day 1 and 6 months, it's a 2% premium to what we bought the home for. Between 6 months and 12 months, it's 4% above what we initially bought the house for. And then anytime after 1 year, it's 6% and caps out at the 6% mark. So even if it takes the client, maybe it takes them 2 or 3 years and the home's appreciated 10 or 15% in value, our clients know their maximum exit price as soon as we get that home under contract, and it's going to be 6% above what we initially bought the home for. So like I said, kind of a unique feature for you guys as realtors, and the way that it really adds benefit to our realtor partners is really twofold. To help better service your clients, and then also make more commission. So the great thing is anytime you have one of these clients that comes up that just has a situation, maybe not monetary per se, but has a situational issue of why they can't qualify for a mortgage, you as a realtor will actually represent Barry Rock Homes, our company, as the buyer in the transaction. So you'll actually get paid commission representing us as the client, basically, when we buy the home. So, like I said, a pretty unique solution to help you guys better service your clients, get them in the house if they want to be in. Then they can just lease that from us until they can get qualified for the mortgage, and you guys are getting paid commission by representing our company as the buyer in the transaction. So, do we have a question? No, I think we're good. Sorry, I think someone else just popped on. Sorry about that. But yeah, so kind of, I'm going to do a quick screen share here and kind of walk you guys through our website and our application and everything, and give you guys some quick resources to take a look at. If I can get this figured out, give me one moment. All right, let's do a screen share here. All right, I think we need to go right here. Perfect. Yeah. So this is the homepage of our website. Barry Rock Homes. Pretty clean website, very easy to use. It has a wealth of resources on here, but a couple things I do want to pick out is we have a video here on the homepage. If you can see that, this is a video. It's about 2 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that, but does a really good job of explaining, our company and our program and kind of how we fit into the space. And then the other important thing here is the monthly payment calculator. I like to point you guys to. This is a great resource for our realtors and our clients. What this monthly payment calculator does, this is actually our pricing tool. And we like to put that in the hands of you guys and our clients. So as you're going to shop for houses, you can pop on here, click on, whatever market that you're in, Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, type in a home price, and it will tell you exactly what our monthly lease rate will be on this home, including taxes and insurance. And then it tells the client exactly what the 7% requirement is that they have to put up with us for their option premium as well. So like I said, great resource here. So like I said, we like to put our pricing tool in the hands of our realtor partners and clients. So, you can tell the client exactly what the monthly payment is going to be on our website, and they can self-educate themselves as well to make sure they're finding something that's comfortable for their budget. And like I said, that monthly payment calculator, that does include taxes and insurance of the property. So, on a $250,000 house, our lease rate would be $24.75 in Missouri. And if you change that to Kansas, the monthly payment would be $25.06. So kind of a little bit of pricing difference depending on what side of the state line you're on. And then the other important thing that's really great and relevant for our realtor partners is this application here. And one thing I want to highlight on the application is it's simple to fill out. Direct your clients to the application, have them get this information filled out, and what that's going to do is that's going to send a pre-qualification amount to you, the realtor. To you as the realtor. It's going to send one to the client as well, and then obviously one to our company, telling you and the client what they're approved for based off of the information that they input on the application. And then obviously we do have to verify their income, so it's contingent upon the income verification. But the important thing here on the application is here on the realtor info. Anytime you refer a client to us, make sure they include your name and information as well as your email address here, because by including your email address, that's what's going to automatically send you what their pre-qualification is with us, contingent upon us verifying their income. And that tags you as the referring realtor in our system. So we know that, if the client came from you as a realtor, and we pick up the phone and call them and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm using some random Zillow agent, like, no, this is your realtor. They're the ones that referred you to us. If you're going to go shopping for a house, you need to have this realtor represent you, because, we really respect and honor, kind of our referral relationships with our realtor partners, because obviously that's how you guys get paid, and we appreciate the business. So, like I said, that's kind of a highlight of our website, barryrockhomes.com. And then there's also barryrockhomes.com/realtors, which is a link that we make it available to you guys. A little bit of information, a little bit about the sales process that we just went over. Direct them to the application. That will get you guys a pre-approval to start shopping for a house with our clients. And then another great thing too is we've had a lot of realtors that have started prospecting with Barry Rock Homes, because kind of the tough thing about your guys' business, and the thing that's tough right now is inventory in the market, right? But one of the tough things is you guys as realtors are all competing for the same leads out there, and so you can generate leads with Barry Rock Homes and prospect with Barry Rock Homes through some social media advertisement that will kind of help those clients that are just on the bubble of home ownership enter into the house that they want to be in, and allow you guys to make more money and prospect. So you're not all competing for the mortgage qualified people. But the prospecting piece is really important. And if anyone's interested in that, you're more than welcome to get a meeting set up online. We can do just a quick Microsoft Teams meeting, take as short or long as you guys need. And to kind of get things hammered out on that if you're interested. So like I said, just kind of recap. I know we've had a few people kind of pop in here in the middle of this conversation, but like I said, taking it back from the top is, we really are just kind of we're a home buying solution for our clients and realtor partners that allows the client to pick out the house that they want with you as a realtor, lease it from Barry Rock Homes until they can get qualified for their mortgage. buy the home from us and step into that home ownership position with their loan product at that point in time. So I mean, yeah, that's a good overview of kind of our company. I know we went over a lot right there, so I'd like to just kind of open it up for Q&A right now with you guys and answer any additional questions that you might have.
I'll go ahead and start with the first question. Are you finding, are you still finding these offers are able to be competitive in this market?
Say that one more time, Jenny. I
Are you
apologize.
are you finding that the offers from Berry Rock are able to be competitive within, I mean, are you seeing any weirdness, people like being afraid to sell to you in this market?
No, yeah. So I mean, we've actually our offers have been pretty strong, and kind of one important key to that is all of our back end when we buy a property, we buy everything with pre-approved commercial guidance lines, and so we don't have the financing contingency risk that your normal buyer does on a conventional or FHA product, to where that loan product can fall out on the backside if underwriting finds something that they don't like. So we're actually, while we don't go in with a pure cash offer, we do use financing, but they're pre-approved commercial guidance lines. So, we have, X million dollars teed up and ready to acquire properties in the single family space. So we've actually seen that, I think our offers can be a little bit more competitive, especially with you guys as the realtors explaining that to the sell side. I was saying, hey, we don't have that risk. The one thing that we do have is we do have to appraise. So there is an appraisal contingency. That's the only contingency that we have, though, is just making sure the home appraises. And then, if it comes in a little bit low, we can certainly renegotiate that and get it figured out, or the client can make up the difference if they want to.
I'm sorry, can you walk through an example of what that would look like from an agent perspective again, please? We're going to have a client that may have a situation where they need to have something like this. And then what do we do first?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question, Shirley. So the simplest thing to do, well, I guess I just quit sharing my screen. Let me share it again. Sorry about that. So the simplest thing to do, can you guys see it? Are we back?
Almost there. There it is.
Okay, perfect. So the simplest thing to do, Shirley, is direct them to our website. Obviously, kind of have them watch the video and everything, but then encourage them to get the application filled out. That's going to be step number one. Once they get that application filled out, that's going to send you as a realtor, the client, and then Berry Rock Homes a pre-qualification letter, pre-approval letter with our company based off of the results of that application. Really, how much is their monthly income, and then how much do they have for their down payment, the 7% option premium that we require. That's what's going to get them their pre-qualification. And then what we'll do at that point in time is someone from our team will pick up the phone, call and talk to the client to make and answer any additional questions that they might have. But you are good to start, shopping for houses with that pre-approval. And then we'll get their income verified on the backside, and then we have green light for submitting offers at that point in time. There's also a pretty good resource on our website called the Realtor Quick Connect right here. You can go to this and you can put your realtor information and the client's info, and that will also automatically submit that to us. It just won't come with the pre-approval information like the application does. So the Realtor Quick Connect is a great resource if you want to use it that way. If not, I would encourage them to go to the application and get that filled out. And that way you guys were all on the same page and have that pre-approval for the client contingent upon the information, being verified that they submitted.
So I don't know if you've already covered this part. I apologize. I had someone in my office with me there for the first part. So the 7%, so they're going to have their down payment requirement plus a 7% option that they're paying.
So no, so for us, it's very simple. It's easy for the client. All they have to have is the 7% that we require, and then obviously be able to afford their monthly payments. So think of that 7% surely as earnest money for their future purchase. And so it's not like a fee from our company. It's more or less their skin in the game now. And then once they fix their situation that's keeping them from qualifying for the mortgage, it will transition to be the down payment for their loan product, just based upon whatever loan product they get with their mortgage office.
Okay, and as long as it's within what would be a approval for their income and their assets, then that is what they would be looking at for as far as the pre-approval is concerned.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So we're not necessarily kind of our philosophy, we as a company and organization kind of look through a different lens, I like to say. What we look for is, we do require a 7% down. So that's a good chunk of skin in the game. FHA loan is going to be 3.5% down, and a conventional loan is going to be 5%. So what we the skin in the game that we require from the client is a little bit more than both of those products actually. But so we look at how much do they have for their down payment, and then what's their monthly income. That's kind of our big qualification underwriting criteria, as opposed to making sure credit's in line and exactly where they need to be. Our thing is we understand life happens to a lot of borrowers, and they might find themselves outside of the mortgage box today, but it's something they can remedy somewhat quickly. And so we'll allow them to be in the home that they want to be in until they can buy it from us and transition to that home ownership position with their mortgage.
So what kind of timeline are we talking about on that? So from the time that traditionally what you've gotten already in your pipeline, the timeline from when they actually go into under contract for this house and move in into the time that they're actually buying it for themselves through your company?
Yeah, for sure. So it's the average time is 14 months. There's a very wide dispersion of clients, because everyone's situation is so unique, right? The three big buckets of clients that we see are usually self-employed people. A lot of business owners that are high income earners make good cash, but they write things off for tax purposes. So when they want to go buy the $300,000 house, they're only showing the feds they're making $20,000 a year. They can't get qualified for that loan. A lot of people that are going through divorce or just got divorced, so you might still be on your ex's mortgage, or maybe credit got damaged during the divorce process. And then a lot of people that have like damaged credit, maybe because they have medical bills on their record, or maybe they participate in the gig economy, and so they're getting paid W-2s and 1099s, driving for Uber, working for DoorDash, things of that nature. So after 08, the mortgage box shrunk down really, really tight, and basically said, if you don't check all the boxes, you can't be a homeowner, you have to rent. And so that's where we kind of fill that gap between now and home ownership for the clients. But that's a long-winded way, Shirley, to say that every client situation is very unique. The fastest client needed us for literally 30 days. They needed one more pay stub to have income verification for underwriting, but they found the house that they wanted and they didn't want to lose it. And then we have some other business owners that maybe have more complex situations. They've been in our program for 4 years. So the average is 14 months historically in the pipeline. But like I said, there is a very wide dispersion around that.
And you did speak about appraisals. How successful have you guys been at? This is the Wild Wild West out here right now.
I know, it really is. We haven't seen that be a huge impact thus far. And so I think we're very competitive on our offers, but the market also is reflecting that. And we get, when we get the appraisal back, if we do have an issue, we'll send it to you as a realtor to maybe get it renegotiated. But like I said, the client can also make up that difference if they want to. And just as buyers in the market right now, I'm sure you guys on the realtor side are telling them, hey, look, we're gonna have to probably go above asking price. So if we've got a house under contract for 200,000, and it only appraises for 195, the client can make up that $5,000 difference. We just will only buy it for 195, if that makes sense.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Do you have an idea of how many people that you are helping in Kansas City and like Oklahoma City right now?
Oh geez, yeah, we've got about we've like I said, we've done a little bit over $100 million of transactions. We've got about 75 or $80 million of clients actively going through our program. We've had over $25 million of people convert into home ownership, which is awesome. That's kind of what gives us our energy at a company level, is having that success of these people rolling off of Barry Rock Homes from the lease and then stepping into that home ownership position. But I think we've got about probably about 550 active clients on the books right now, I would say.
All right, guys, do you have any other questions for Cameron?
Yeah, any other questions for me, guys? It's a pretty simple process, and it's really streamlined. So it's really obviously doing one deal with us. Once you get one done, they all act exactly the same. And so it's really about kind of getting that first deal going with us. And like I said, think of what I tell all of our realtor partners is really two things. You know, we are designed to help the client that has a situational issue today that's keeping them from home ownership. And then the big qualifying question that you want to ask a client before making the recommendation of Barry Rock Homes is, you know, do you have 7% of the home price that you're looking for? If the answer to that question is yes, then, you know, we are a very good referral source and a very good option for the client. And it's kind of the magic behind the 7% that we touched on a little bit earlier was, uh, you know, FHA's 3.5% down, conventional is 5%. We take the 7% from the client. And the thought is that as soon as the client, you know, fixes their issue, their situation that's keeping them from qualifying, they should have enough money that they gave us for the option to buy that house to seamlessly transition to that loan product. So, because, you know, conventional is going to be 5%, and a good estimate's about 2% closing cost. So as soon as they fix their situation, their issue, they should be able to roll into their loan product pretty seamlessly.
That's all. Any questions?
I do see that you have 700 families served here, 700 plus. How many have been in the Kansas City area?
Yeah, that's a great question, Shirley. I would say probably you're asking me questions that I don't know off the top of my head now, but we've done depth certainly over 150 in Kansas City for sure. So we're actually buying just as much in the Kansas City market right now as we are in Oklahoma City, where, you know, we're headquartered and started, and then we're launching our St. Louis market right now. So we're very excited about St. Louis. It should be great for us. Had a lot of a great reception from realtors as well as some banking relationships out there in the St. Louis market. There's a big, huge need for what we do, so we're excited to get there. But yeah, no, we started in Kansas City coming just short of 2 years ago. We've been operating up there for probably about a year and a half. And then, you know, we're buying anywhere from, we've got about 40 houses under contract right now. And I'd say a little bit over half of that's probably in Kansas City, actually. So, you know, we'll buy anywhere from slow months, 20 houses, to fast months, you know, 50 or 60.
Thank you.
I guess question for you guys is, do you guys run into the situation of clients that might need our company every once in a while? I'm sure the answer is yes, but I mean, if you've got some people in the past or recent people that could use Barry Rock Homes, you know, kind of go back into your Rolodex of clients and your pipelines and CRMs and see if there's someone that could use us, because like I said, it's a pretty big added benefit to. I like to describe it as breaking the client out of rentership, because, you know, we as humans, we don't really focus on what's not right in front of us. And so if someone's in a year-long lease, like about, you know, month 10 or 11, they're like, oh, well, we should see if we can qualify for a mortgage now before signing another year-long lease. And so that's where, you know, you can refer the client over to us, allow them to be in the house that they want to be in, get the mortgage on their own time frame, but they're in the school district, they're in the neighborhood, they're in the place that they want to be in. And so that's kind of important. So like I said, kind of helping break those clients out of that rentership position and kind of getting them on the path to home ownership is what we think we do pretty well.
I have a question. You've probably already covered this,
Yeah.
but late jumping in, is there a minimum, or what is the minimum credit score?
So yeah, great question, Michelle. So there's no minimum or maximum, I mean, obviously higher the better, right? But there's no necessarily minimum with us. What we look for, Michelle, is we verify that the client's not a historically non-payer. So someone that just doesn't pay their bills per se. But we obviously understand we've had some clients with some really interesting situations. And they've had some absolute terrible credit scores, but it's very justifiable of why and what happened to them happened. And so, you know, we've helped some people out in the 400s before that make a lot of cash, but got stuck in some terrible situations. And, you know, they've exited our program into home ownership just because they just needed us for that bridge.
What about a client who historically pays late. They always pay, but they have quite a few late payments on the past year or two. Like
Yeah,
30
so
30 days.
yeah. So the past 30 days, we don't really want to see that, obviously, because that's those kind of trends of non-payment. Yeah, we want to make sure that the client, because we take a pretty large risk of doing these deals with our clients, just from the standpoint of they're putting 7% up, but we've got the other 93% of money in the game. And so we want to make sure we're serving our clients and helping the clients out that just need us for that short term period, but we do pay their bills on time, certainly.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
But you did say minimum. I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that, Michelle. One thing to keep in mind that is also important is our minimum purchase price is 75,000 in the Kansas City market, which I mean that doesn't do a lot.
Is
In the
there
market.
maximum?
Our
Is there-
maximum, yeah, our maximum, our automatic maximum is about 550,000. Anything above and beyond that, underwriting gets a little bit stricter on, just because that's a bit of a different scenario, a little bit outside of our wheelhouse. But that 500, 550 is pretty automatic for us.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other questions, guys?
Um, where do we send them? Just to if I sign up on the Realtor side of it, do I get the contact information there? Or if I get a client, where do I send them?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I would like to do is, Jenny, if you can kind of send just email addresses of everyone that's on this meeting today, I can get you guys all plugged in as a Realtor referral partner for us. And that will kind of send you an automatic hello email from our company. But the best place to send them is send them over directly to our website here, berryrockhomes.com, BERRYROCK homes.com. And you can send them either to the Realtor Quick Connect or to the application to apply here. So those are the two best places to send them. And then you're also more than welcome to, if you have clients, Jenny has my contact information. You're more than welcome to get that from her, my cell phone and email as well. You're more than welcome to shoot me a text and say, hey, Cam, I'm referring over Bob Smith. He's going to get the application filled out. And so one thing that I think is good and I like to do is, potentially hop on a quick conference call with you as a realtor and the client. And, you make the introduction to our company. Someone from our team, most likely myself, will actually explain the program to the client, and then answer any additional questions that they have. And what that does, which is really nice, is it really, aligns you as the realtor and your client to define all of our relationships. And then they'll lean on you as the realtor for the guidance of is this a good program or not. And like I said, there's a wealth of resources here on the website, all about the program, the paperwork, the process, by the numbers, and then obviously we've got that monthly payment calculator down here, which is a really important thing to allow the client to self-quote, basically. I mean, like if you guys and your client were in my office right now, we'd be going to the homepage to get price quotes to them. So super powerful tool in their hands, so they can make a good decision and make sure they find something that is reasonable and fits their budget, because obviously that's super important, right? We don't want to get somebody into a house that they're uncomfortable in. And the thing is and I tell clients too, like, look, we charge a market lease rate. As soon as you get qualified for your mortgage, your payment's certainly going to go down, because you're going to be taking advantage of low interest rates and the government products and things of that nature, which are a huge benefit. So our monthly payment, obviously, it is higher. It's a market lease rate, but as soon as you become mortgage eligible, that monthly payment will go down.
So when they refinance, do they refinance with you or their local lender?
Yeah, that's a great question, Michelle. So they're welcome to use whatever mortgage company they want.
Okay.
We internally actually did just finalize kind of a sister partnership with a mortgage company that's local, and so it's going to be, they're going to serve as kind of be a great resource for our clients, to help usher them into that home ownership position. So we have that resource available to the clients, and that's certainly something that we'll talk to them about. But they can use whatever lender they want. So if they've got somebody at their local bank or a mortgage officer that they want to use, they can use whoever they want.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I would say, guys, is really just this. Anybody have any more questions, or we done on the questions?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, no issue. Perfect. Great. Yeah. So the important thing, guys, really is just if your client can't qualify for the mortgage today, we are a great outlet and a great resource for them. The big qualifying question is, do you have 7% of the home price that you want? If the answer to that is yes, refer them over to us. Shoot me a text, direct them to the website. Have them watch that video on there. We try to make it simple for you guys to where, as long as you can explain to them, hey, look, Barry Rock Homes is a great solution that allows you to be in the house that you want to be in, lease it from them until you can qualify for your mortgage and buy it from them. As long as you can tell them that, the website's got a lot of great stuff on there to explain the rest of the things. And then someone from our team as well will reach out and make sure that everyone's on the same page about that. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to direct with the website, have them get the application filled out. If you're interested in prospecting with us, reach out to me, let me know, and then we'll get going on that to help you guys find some more deals out there in this extremely competitive market.
Awesome. Thanks, Cameron.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks for hopping on. If you need anything else, Jenny's got my contact information, but my direct line, my cell phone is 405-436-4593. If you need to get a hold of me, feel free to reach out. I'll be as available as I possibly can be. And then you've got my email. Jenny's got that as well. It's just CROCK, CROCK at Berry Rock, BERRYROCKLP.com.
Awesome. And I'll get you that list of names so you can send out the intro email.
Perfect. Sounds great. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for your time. If you need anything else or have any follow-ups, feel free to give me a call. And we can talk personally. And the next time in the Kansas City market, we'd love to meet in person.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.